Hi everybody, Michelle from Creative Healings here, and I am going to try something different because I have been challenged to turn around and step out a little bit more, okay? So I'm going to try to turn around and do this live thing, and boy, let me tell you. So I know I still have to record for my other channels, but I am, well, maybe not. I'm going to try to figure that out too. But, so I'm going to turn around and do these journal prompts, and I'm going to do these live. And I'm going to keep trying and see if it kind of changes how because I want to step out and start talking in front of people. And I actually have a couple next month that I'm going to be doing some talks. And so I think that this will be a really good way, because this is one of my really big fears, is to talk to you guys and have the opportunity for people to speak back to me. So, because I'm really good at just shutting myself away from stuff. So, we're doing the conscious presence, and today is day 11, okay, of the conscious presence. But I'm also going to be doing the Kali on this live as well. Okay, so I'm just going to try to put it all into one today. And I think I'm going to try this for a little bit and just see how this works for me. So, day 11 is sacred boundaries, okay? And the affirmation for today is boundaries are an act of presence and self-respect. I choose what honors my soul, okay? So, the journal prompts are, and by the way, if you guys say something to me on here, hopefully I can see it. And I mean, because I see Wendy watching, so I'm going to try to do this. Like I said, today's probably not going to be perfect for me, but I'm going to keep trying. So, hi Wendy, by the way. So what boundaries support me in staying grounded in presence? Okay. And the second journal prompt is, where do I feel my energy leaking or being pulled away from the now? All right. So the first one is, what boundaries support me in staying grounded in my presence? Okay. So energetic boundaries are very, very, very important to me. And I'm going to let you know that every morning when I get up, and when I go to bed as well, I clear myself. Okay, because I want to give back everybody's energy that is not mine. I want to give back their own thoughts that they think about me. I'm very sensitive to energy. So if people, I can hear what people say about me from a distance, even when they're not in my presence. And so I have to make sure that I clear myself every single day, right? Because I want to make sure that that stuff doesn't come into my body and stay in my body and then make me go, well, what the hell am I feeling? Why am I feeling this, right? I want to actually know why I'm feeling something, if it's mine or if it's somebody else. So my energetic boundaries are really, really, really important to me. And hi, Mom, I see your name on here too. So the other one is also emotional boundaries, right? Making sure that I am not responsible for carrying emotions that are just not mine. I mean, that's what I was just saying, making sure that those emotions are not mine. If they are mine, then I need to address them. And then the other one, it was, hold on one quick second. I just saw it. Hold on. Okay. So this one is where do I feel my energy leaking? Where do I feel my energy leaking or being pulled away from the now? All right. So there has been, one of my things that I always struggle with is when somebody tells me I am not honest, or somebody says something to me, or about me, I should say, just about my honesty in general. Because if I tell you I'm going to do something, that's what I do. And if I say, I mean, it doesn't matter. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I mean, that's just what it is. So even if I'm like, oh, I don't want to, I'm still going to do it. And I'm going to keep my word, because that's who I am. And that is what I've always prided myself on. So when people actually even come close, I shouldn't say come close, when people actually think of me as being dishonest in any way, shape, or form, I am allowing them to take my energy. And I have been noticing that a lot lately because when I walk into a situation, I am very pure, very open. And hi, Cynthia. I'm very pure, very open. I come in with love. And when I feel the energy around me that is negative and I can hear them talking about me, I know sometimes it's a curse being able to hear what people are thinking about. It is just the way it is. But it's also a blessing because you know what? It has protected me for a very, very long time. But the thing is I have to also learn that with those thoughts that they have about me, that I need to be able to honor myself, right? And pull myself back, right? Because I don't want other people to continuously taking my energy. It's my energy. So I am learning like in depth how that is, right? So that is one of the things that I allow to have happen. But now I am pulling myself in for myself, okay? Because I'm not going to keep letting that happen. So the Shakti, okay, the Shiva and Shakti, let's go ahead and go there real quick. But this week we are doing Kali. Remember that? So Kali for day 3, which I haven't even looked at this until just now, is how does sacred projection, not reflection, Cynthia says. Exactly. Right? I like that. So how does sacred rage show up in me and what is its message? So that is the journal prompt for day 3 for Kali, okay? How does sacred rage show up in me and what is its message? The message is if I'm in rage about something or somebody makes me really upset, this is something I really do talk about in my group, and I talk about it a lot, is that when we are feeling something about another person, like that feeling on the inside, it is something that is triggering us, right? And so if it's triggering us, we really need to stop and think about why is that triggering us? Because that's something we have to work on the inside for ourselves. That really has, I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, when somebody treats you, that we would say not good or bad, it hurts. And don't get me wrong, it really does hurt us. But you have to ask yourself, and I've had to do this a lot, really, really deep healing here, is why is it hurting us? Why are we allowing that to hurt us? What is inside of us that is making that happen, right? When I sat and thought about, and my guides really helped me in this, when I sat and thought about the fact of allowing people in my life that are dishonest, right? And then I take the blame for things that I will no longer do. That is not happening. I found out why I allow that from a past life. And that is shifting because I'm not going to continue to allow that to happen either in my life. But when I was allowing the dishonesty in my life, I was like, why do I keep accepting this? Why do I keep allowing this? And then I realized it was because I lied to myself. I was always lying to myself. And my guides were so blunt about the fact that they were just like, what do you expect? I'm like, if you're going to keep lying to if you're going to keep lying to yourself, then you literally are allowing that kind of behavior into your own space. And when they're talking about like lying to yourself, telling yourself you're okay, like, oh, that doesn't matter, when deep inside you know it matters, okay? Or playing small when you know that you shouldn't be. These types of behaviors for yourself is what this is about. It's like removing that, right? Because you don't want that type of behavior in your life. So anyways, I love you all. And thank you for watching. And like I said, I'm going to keep trying to do this and just kind of see where it goes. Because I do need to step out and quit hiding myself. I know I have a beautiful soul. And I know I have beautiful people that watch me and that follow me. And it's really time for me to start showing who I am on the inside. And not worrying about what other people think about me. So I love you. And thank you all for being here. All right. Bye, you guys.